So we're going to start with the American Horror Story folks. We're going to start with Angela Bassett. Welcome. And then the latest addition to American Horror Story, the very handsome Matt Bomer. And then this guy's been in all 4 seasons of American Horror Story, Evan Peters. And this lady always makes my job so easy because she's delightful. Sarah Paulson. And this actress has played just a head. She's a bearded lady. I mean, she's done it all. Kathy Bates.
Thank you.
And now we have sort of a surprise. He wasn't originally going to be here, but we can't really do this panel without him because he's the brilliant mind behind both of these shows. We have co-creator of both Scream Queens and American Horror Story, and executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Woo!
All right, now let's bring out the queens. We're gonna start with like the Scream Queen of all Scream Queens. She's never been to Comic-Con before, so everyone welcome her, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah!
Awesome, awesome. All right, this lady's been on both Scream Queens and American Horror Story. She's Chanel on Scream Queens. She's so great. Emma Roberts.
These are a little tight.
And this lady used to be on a little show called Glee, and now she has moved on to Scream Queens. Leah Michelle. And then this actress actually also was on Horror Story last season, but now is joining Scream Queens, Skylar Samuels. And then we have Skylar's roommate on Scream Queens, the adorable Miss Kiki Palmer.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're going to finish it off with 2 of the Chanels. The first one, Chanel number 5, Abigail Breslin.
Woo!
And then Chanel number 3, Billie Lourd. Okay, welcome everyone.
God, that's a long list.
That's a lot of people. And we're done. We're done. So let's start with Jamie Lee. This is your first Comic-Con.
I think it is.
I mean, how is it you've never been here? Have you never you haven't been asked, or why are you not
I've been selling yogurt that makes you shit for 6 years.
So,
we can be done now, right? I mean, I think that's
it's a wrap. Wow. All right.
Oh my God.
I mean, there must be Activia panels here. I'm sure there's some Activia, you know. No, but what do you think so far? Do you like it?
Yeah, of course. You know, It's an unusual thing to have this kind of attention. And most people don't get this kind of attention in any part of the universe. Yeah. And to be a part of something where you have a fan base that is as loyal and dedicated is extraordinary. So, you know, this is for you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
For so many years. Thank you so much.
Have you seen anyone yet who's dressed up like Michael Myers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, no, you know, of course. Duh. Yes.
Do you have like PTSD from that? Like, are you like, whoa, or no?
No. I'm a little freaked out by the tattoos of me on people. Other than that, I'm good with all of it.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Well, Ryan, let's start off with Scream Queens. Let's talk about this a little bit.
All right.
What?
I'm sorry.
Paulson, fine. We can talk about Horror Story.
No.
Okay, this is gonna be a battle between you two. Where did this idea come from? Where did the genesis of Scream Queens come from?
I think it happened in, Brad and I were talking around season 3 of Horror Story when we were doing Coven. And we were talking about how much we loved writing some of the comedy of that, particularly Emma's stuff. So we just were talking one day, and then 2 years later, we had another conversation about, well, what if we do something that sort of is a little bit more network-oriented, but keeps that, you know, horror vibe alive. And Brad and I both were obsessed with Halloween, and so we were talking about, well, what if it's Halloween meets Heathers was sort of, I think, the first thing we were talking about. So from that came Scream Queens.
And Emma, did you, because you were doing Freak Show at the time, did you have any reservations about leaving American Horror Story? Because you've had 2 amazing seasons. What did you think when Ryan sort of brought this idea to you?
Well, I love doing American Horror Story, and I remember Ryan called me, and he was like, I have a new show, Scream Queens, and he gave me the pitch, Halloween meets Heathers, and I'm obsessed with both of those movies. And he described Chanel Oberlin to me, my new character, and I was in love. I mean, I would trust Ryan with anything. I would follow him anywhere. And yeah, I mean, I don't think it's over on American Horror Story either. So.
Oh, all right. Describe Chanel a little bit for us. She's got an edge. She's got a bite, maybe.
Yeah, that's being nice. Yeah, Chanel, she is the president of Kappa Tau.
Yeah.
She takes her job as sorority president very, very seriously. Mm-hmm. She's very fashionable and very bitchy. And you're gonna love her and hate to love her and all of the above.
Yeah. Leah, Hester is like, I mean, Hester is so different from Rachel.
I know.
Was that part of the appeal?
Well, I didn't really know anything going into it. Ryan called me back in October. We were just starting the last season of Glee, and he said, new show, Jamie Lee Curtis, Emma Roberts, neck brace, are you in? And I was like, sure. I would do anything, you know, with Ryan, and so, but honestly, it's the greatest thing to be able to play something so different.
Yeah. How is the neck brace comfy, or is it problematic?
No, I mean, especially not at 4 in the morning when you've been shooting for a couple of hours, but, you know, we've made it work.
Yeah. I mean, the American Horror Story people, this season, I think you all kind of learned to live with some discomfort in terms of different items. Evan, were those lobster hands? Could you use the restroom? Could you eat? Like, how? No.
Yeah, well, I had to have people cut my chicken, and I had to have people unzip my fly and zip it back up. Most of the time. Yeah, it was,
the first round of them
really
smelled
hard.
really bad. Remember
smelled
that? They
like
smelled like
Duke.
dead, eggy, sulfur.
Farts.
Farty.
She thought I was walking around farting all day, and I was
ripping
like,
ass every 5 seconds? And he's like, it's not me, it's my hands.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. They fixed that pretty quickly, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Sarah, by the end of the season, could you pick a favorite between Dot and Bet, or is it just like, are they?
Funny.
No, I just thought it was a good question.
Okay.
Or are they both sort of equal in your mind?
They're sort of equal in my mind.
Yeah.
They, you know, 2 sides of the same coin.
I don't believe you.
Why do you think I like more?
The raunchy one.
It's always nice to play someone with a little bit of an edge.
Yeah.
You know, but I found it easier to play Bet because she was more open.
Yeah, you had to study all those Sandy Dennis movies to get the other one right.
Yeah, she's giving away. It's true, I did.
For those of you who know Sandy Dennis.
I do.
Yes, I did watch a lot of Sandy Dennis movies for Bet's inspiration.
Do you miss the other person at all? Like, do you miss the apparatus or whatever that?
Well, I only wore that apparatus when there were high and wide shots,
Okay.
sort of between the heads, if we were trying to do something. It was really disconcerting to see yourself sort of lopsided on a, stand.
Yeah.
It was just weird. I don't miss it. No.
Okay.
No.
Angela, do you miss the tri-boob?
No, I got a lot of attention with that.
Yeah. Yeah. What was like in the morning in the makeup trailer, what was that like on Freak Show? Was it just like, was it like Kathy getting her beard put on and Angela's got a tri-boob and Evan's, was it just like, was it surreal?
Yes.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah. Ryan, how did you guys find those actual performers like Matt and Amazon Eve? Where did you guys discover those people?
Well, we have a great casting director named Eric Dawson, and we started, as we do every season on that show, we start a year before. So I sort of told him, we looked at a lot of books that Jessica had given us. And I said, but if you find somebody great, I would much rather write for a person and a talent than create something and make somebody else play it. So he did several months of casting, and in both cases found those talents. He just put out a casting call, and Amazon Eve was originally written to be a man, that role, but Erica was so great that we, switched it. So I like to do that with actors.
Yeah.
Like if I see an audition, sometimes people even self-tape. And I watch a lot of those, and if there's some spark of, genius or creativity in there, that motivates us to write, I think, for them. So in the case of that show, we did that, I think, 4 or 5 times throughout the season, where we just found these amazing people, many of whom had dreams of being in actors but never could get roles. Yeah. So they were very unfulfilled and heard about the casting and submitted themselves on a whim, and then, that's how that happened on that show. It's really rewarding and fun to see that, because you see this amazing talent that you otherwise wouldn't, and from all over the world too. It wasn't just from this country.
Yeah. Kathy, the accent was so awesome and so great. Were you able to? Did you keep it in between takes, or could you drop it, or did you have to keep doing it?
She kept it. She totally kept it. We'd have dinner at night. 2 days after shooting, she was still doing it.
Was it really?
Oh, yes.
Shut up. Okay. So, I just love her. No, you know what I did? This is silly. I went on, thank you, Ryan, for creating someone from Baltimore, although there was a big hue and cry on the internet that, her accent is weird, where is she from? Anyway, so we had a good time, and I actually went on the internet and discovered there was a site that showed you how to do a Baltimore accent. And the cool part was that it had the Baltimore accent in the American anthem. So I used to do that as a warm-up every morning. You could sing, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early late? So that was how that's how I got into character. It was really a lot of fun.
Oh, I love that.
A lot of fun.
Skylar, you were on American Horror Story on Freak Show. Everyone remembers in the first episode, her boyfriend is killed by Twisty rather brutally, and then she's put in like his trailer.
His trailer.
His trailer. What was that like to shoot? He was so terrifying on screen. Was it terrifying to do?
Well, I'll be honest, Freak Show was my introduction into the world of Ryan Murphy. And my first day on set, people were in their freak costumes walking through crew parking, and I was like, oh my God, where am I? This is amazing. And John, the guy who played Twisty the Clown, is probably the nicest man ever. And I think he felt bad that he looked so scary. He was like telling jokes between takes, trying to like lighten the mood, because people would be like, oh my God, your teeth and your face. But it was definitely easy to forget that we were making a show. I've never been so captivated as I've been with Twisty and with
with Finn Wittrock, who played the infamous Dandy, who was incredible. Like, he would just have these monologues, and I'd forget my line. Like, he left me breathless. He was so amazing, and it was a great introduction into this world of horror that Ryan has created.
Yeah. Kiki, talk a little bit about Zayday. She's very ambitious.
Yeah.
She wants to be president.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk a little bit. Describe her a little bit for us.
Zayday is spunky. She's cool. You know, she knows what she wants to do, and she's not really into taking anybody's mess. But she develops a relationship with Skylar's character, Grace. And because of that, she decides to, you know, maybe take on Kappa Kappa Tau with a homegirl and just see what it's about. And, you know, kind of stop Emma from running rampant.
And Abigail, you're usually so sweet on movies and on TV, and you're kind of a beast in this a little bit. Has that been fun to sort of tap into your inner villain?
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of wanted to play a bitch, and so when I first met with Ryan, he's like, you know, is there anything you've been wanting to play? And I was like, yeah, I want to play a bitch. And it was delivered. It was weird though, because like yesterday, everybody was talking about how we feel like as they've been writing the new scripts, like the characters start kind of picking up personal traits of all of us. And I was like, well, mine keeps getting crazier. So what are you guys trying to say about me? But I love it.
Yeah. Billy, what about you? Do you? I mean, you're also. She's not very sweet either. Are you enjoying playing her?
I'm enjoying playing her so much. It's beautiful. I get to tap into my dark, cynical, evil side. And it's not really tapping in. It's kind of.
Wait, and Chanel #3 wears earmuffs all the time too.
She does.
What is that? So your mother is Carrie Fisher. Is that an homage to Princess Leia?
A slight homage, but there's also a mysterious plot point that you guys will find out about later.
Uh-oh. Is she like iron deficient or something? Is she cold? Is she?
She's freezing, she's iron deficient, she's mean, she's sexy, she's a lot of things. She's got a lot going on, #3.
Yeah. Matt, your first scene was on American Horror Story. You were found in your undies. God bless you. Thank you for your service. But what was that like to shoot? That must have been, I mean, you knew Finn. You and Finn did The Normal Heart together, so you knew him. But that must have been an odd day at work.
Actually, it was quite fun. Okay. I love Finn. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him as an actor. And just being on that set, I'm such a fan of the show. As a kid, I used to fantasize being on my favorite shows, and so I feel like I got to step into that. Yeah. And he's such a professional. It was all, you know, we were able to stay in it, but also have a lot of fun.
Yeah. What made you want to join American Horror Story?
Who wouldn't want to join American Horror Story? I think it goes back to what I was saying. I've loved the show from the get-go, and I'm a huge fan of horror and the brand of horror they create on the show and the themes of the show. And so who wouldn't want to work with this incredible group of actors on Ryan Murphy's material? I mean, it's a dream come true.
Yeah. Jamie, you played Dean Kathy Munch, who...
Kathy Munch?
Her name's Kathy Munch.
Watch it. Good job.
Yep. Describe her a little bit. She at first seems a little like kind of tense, and then you see she's kind of a party gal.
I think everyone has many colors, and I think we lob people into boxes and we expect them to be one thing. And I think what Ryan Murphy has done so beautifully is to show that human beings are really quite complicated. And I think if we all look at our lives, everyone we know is complicated. And if you peel back the layer of one person, you're going to find something dark. If you peel back another layer, you're going to find something incredibly wacky. Yeah. And I think that's what really the genius is that you think you know who Kathy is, as well as you think you know who each of the characters on the show, of both shows. Yeah. And then more will be revealed. Yeah. And the more that's revealed is contradictory to the original impression, and that's what makes you come back every week, is to see what's the new color. And I just want to make one comment. You know, you mentioned, Matt, Ryan's writing. I have, as I said before, worked a lot in a lot of things, and honestly, most of it isn't written well. And we as actors get up, we do our work, we try to sell it, we try to do as much as we can with it. It is such a pleasure, and for me, a rarity, to be able to actually have writing which supports everything that you do, and it almost makes you not need to do anything because then the work speaks for itself. So from someone who spent her life in horror films that honestly weren't written that well, it is a great pleasure for me, and I'm not trying to get the job on the sequel, trust me. I'm really just trying to honor the fact that it's written beautifully, and it's the reason why we're all here is the writing.
Thank you, Ryan. That's seriously 100% true. When I watched American Horror Story Season 1, I remember sitting on my couch binge watching, and somebody was telling me about the show, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a whirl. And I literally was like, this is the most unbelievable show I've ever watched. I'm serious. The writing, the depth of the characters, the dynamics of the actors. I was like, if I got a chance to work with this guy, I mean, seriously, and it's so much fun. Every day you get to go to work and you're working with somebody that trusts who he hired. So you have the confidence as an actor to go on set and try anything because you know he knows what you're doing. It's the coolest.
It really is.
True.
Ryan, will there be, does Kathy Munch, does she have any sort of, are there Laurie Strode moments in her at all? Like, does she have any sort of secrets like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I have to say, the thing about both shows is, Brad Falchuk, who's the co-creator of Horror Story and the co-creator of Scream Queens, has 85% to do with everything of the writing, and so does Ian Brennan. So I tip my hat to them. But yes, I mean, if you're going to hire Jamie Lee Curtis, you want to see her kicking ass and fighting back and doing all those things that I loved her doing. So we're actually writing a scene now where she's fighting 3 killers. And so we're doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I come at that stuff from a real fanboy place, because when we were writing the pilot of Scream Queens, I asked to meet Jamie Lee, who I had loved forever, in a similar way that I just love actors, and I just love them. And she came in and I said, look, if you don't do the show, we're not going to do it. And I meant it, because it was such a very specific, it was an homage, it was about me paying something back to her, and I don't know, it was all very complicated, and thankfully she said yes. She didn't even read anything, we hadn't written anything, but I think the reason why I've been so lucky to get look at the caliber of the actors on this stage, it's just, I mean, it's amazing. I go to them and I say always, I love you, this is what I love about you. I know everything that they've done, and I think when actors feel that you see them and you're passionate about them, and more than that, you say, and I want to see you do this. I've never seen you do this. I wanted to see Jamie Lee Curtis have a sex scene with an 18-year-old, so we wrote it.
Hey now.
I mean, I wanted to see something irreverent and fun, and her being powerful and large and in charge, and so that's what we did.
I will say there is a direct homage that I knew I needed to throw in one from Halloween at some point. And in episode 2, there is a wordless homage that I threw in, just as my tipping of my hat to all of you Laurie Strode lovers out there. I won't say what it is. I don't have hair, so I can't twirl, so it's going to be something else.
Sarah, you are on both American Horror Story, American Crime Story. If you do Scream Queens, that would be the Ryan Murphy trifecta, hat trick. Soccer terms. Would you do that?
Oh, God, yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I vote yes.
I feel like you could
vote
be like
yes.
I could see.
Yes. There you go. Vote loud.
I feel like you could be like a Kappa sister who comes home and is like, what the F is going on here?
Oh yeah.
I'm writing this for you. I'm writing this for you. I'm writing this for you.
I am the Supreme, God damn it.
Kathy and Angela, you guys, for Coven, you guys were at each other's throats constantly and sometimes cutting them. Was it nice, like for Ethel and Desiree, you guys had some really lovely scenes together. Was that nice to do sort of threatening scenes?
It was different. I loved cuffing, though. I loved going at it with Kathy. I was shaking under my, big wide dress, that first scene. But it just kept getting better and better. But yeah, it was nice to be sweet. But I hope we go back to fight.
We had one night where we were like, there was no air. 3 o'clock in the morning, dead silent, huge crowd outside. They're getting ready to throw me in the box. Angela was there, and she let this out, and I can't do it or the mics will blow. She let out this, "Take her away," made the hair on the back of my neck stand up, and she was like 3 feet away from me. I was like, holy wow, chill. And, scared the shit out of me, but it was so much delicious. It was so much fun to just feel all of her power through that scene and all the others that we had together.
Ryan, so the format for Scream Queens, kind of explain to people, it's not going to be the same as American Horror Story, really. Like, it won't reboot, but it will be a different kind of location, right?
Yeah, it's similar, but different. I mean, the thing with Horror Story is every year there's a new story, there's a new theme, the actors play different characters, and on Scream Queens what happens is there's, survivors who go on to a different location, but the characters that you have grown to hopefully love, many of them will continue and many of them will not, which is sort of part of the fun of the show. Who will live and who will die. I mean, that's, a horror trope, so we pay homage to that. But, so I'm already getting many, many bribes, which is always fun.
I offered up my ring.
But the thing about both those shows that I think is great for the actors is, I think the thing about television now, why it's so exciting for so many people is there's a freedom to it. It used to be if you signed up for a television show, it was a 7-year contract. Yeah. And that's really hard, I think, for a lot of people who are creative people who want to do different sort of things. So this format I love because you say to the actors, I need you for 1 season. And after that, if you love it, great, let's do it again. And if you don't, go off and do something else. Or go off for a year and then come back, AKA Jessica Lange. So that's what
shit.
we do.
Yeah. Fire.
I mean, that's the fun of it. I mean, and we come from a place of love with that, I think. And I think it makes it exciting for the actor. It makes them feel...
I think for the audience. Yeah. I think the audience then doesn't know what to expect. You don't get bored. You're not sort of day in, day out with it. You get to come into something new and fresh every time.
So do people know yet who's living, who's dying, or is it still kind of a surprise?
There could be dead people out here right now.
No, nobody here knows.
No, okay. Does the actor or actress who's playing the killer, do they know that they're the killer?
No.
They don't know who the killer is, but the thing that we started on this show that I think is interesting because it really is a whodunit is when I did the first episode and Brad did the second episode. So when you watch it, after every take, we would work with an actor or actress on a scene and then we'd say, okay, now do a take where you are the killer. So every actor had to sort of get into that mindset of switching the performance, and sometimes we use moments of that because we know who the killer is and sometimes not. But that's the fun thing about, I think, we have a 2-hour premiere, and
September 22nd.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. on Fox.
And you definitely meet the killer in that premiere, and if you go back and watch that episode at the end, I think it's very clear who
it is.
Yeah,
wait,
really?
What? I know, I'm so nervous now. What?
I'm so confused.
So for the girls, the Scream Queens girls, there's a scene in the pilot where you're buried underground, just heads, and then a lawnmower's riding around you. Were you really buried underground?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yes, we were.
Tell me about that experience. That does not sound pleasant.
Well, that was a hard scene because they're buried up to their neck, which is a hazing tradition. So we found a really great piece of land, and then what we did is we measured their bodies and we cut these these tubes into the ground. And then we had to put it wasn't a cement tube, but it was a heavy duty fiberglass tube into the earth based on their proportions. And then they got in there and then we covered them with a big piece of sod up to around their neckline. And, Leah got it by far the worst. The bugs and ants and spiders came after her.
As he's laughing.
She was funny about it. She was cute about it. She was a pro.
Spiders were crawling over my face, and I would have to scream for Ryan, and he would come and whack them off.
Yeah. But it was really odd, and you know, props to our production designer for figuring it out, because I was like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. But it was a little harrowing, and you know, some of the ladies got a little claustrophobic, but it was a really oddly fun night because it was so bizarre that we all got into the spirit of it, I think. And I say we, I did not have to be submerged, so I was lucky.
Speaking of fearless, Sarah and Evan, you guys are always fearless on this show, but what was it like when, it's true. What was it like though when Ryan asked you if you would sing on Freak Show? Was that nerves or no? Were you like, yeah, let's do it?
Yeah, that was terrifying. I cannot sing like Kurt Cobain. Nobody can sing like Kurt Cobain. So I was like, I don't know how the hell I'm going to do this.
I stole Jessica's vocal teacher and worked with him, you know, every day, because I have people who have run away from me when I've sung Happy Birthday. So it's really, I had to work hard to sound sort of decent.
Yeah.
So.
Ryan, can you say, will Hotel have musical numbers since it's...
No musical numbers.
No musical numbers on Hotel.
Rah, 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 rah.
What about on Scream Queens? Because you have a cast. I mean, Abigail can sing. Obviously, Leah. Will there ever be a musical episode of Scream Queens?
I don't know. Never say never. I mean, I think that I felt I got that out of my system. So I love doing it, and I thought it was a weird thing that we did. But no, I feel like that. You know, the fun of it is every year doing something different for me. Yeah. So I feel like we did that. So we're not going to do it.
Okay.
I think that people were surprised that Lady Gaga is not going to sing, but she's not.
Yeah. Can you say how this happened, how you got her? I mean, that's like the casting. I mean, you're my gay icon. I would like, I mean, you're making life better.
For the gays?
Yeah, for the gays and everyone.
For everyone, I think.
It was one of the weirdest things of my career ever, because, you know, A Horror Story has a lot of fans, obviously, and I do get calls now and again from people. But I'm always usually very specific about that. But how it happened with Gaga is she wrote and said, I love the show. Would you consider putting me on it?
Well.
And I wrote back, yes, caps. And then the best, I didn't hear anything, and then a week later, the best words in the English language are, please hold for Gaga. If you get no warning. And I was out in a field somewhere with my phone, and I think I was on low bars, and I was like, shit. And she got on the phone, and she could not have been lovelier, and she, you know, she has somewhat of an acting background. It's something when she was coming up and studying that she wanted to do, and she said that she wanted to do the show. She was glad I had enthusiasm, and what would she play? And she said, and I want to be evil. That's what I want to be. I want to be evil. And I said, okay, you came to the right place. So then we had a couple more talks, and finally, you know, the writer's room of that show, of Horror Story, pretty much runs all year round. So we spitballed, and I went back to her with a character in the season, and she said, okay, I'll do it. And her schedule is so bananas crazy that she gave us a huge window, and she's going to shoot all her episodes in that window. She likes to sort of be doing one thing at a time. So when she's acting with us, she's going to be acting. But she's been very collaborative and incredibly fun. And, you know, when you work with somebody like her, you sign up for something that I think is larger than life, and that's what you want, and that's proven to be the case now. I mean, you know, part of her role involves fashion. You want Lady Gaga to look a certain way, so the designers have been coming out of the woodwork, making stuff for us, and it's been really, really thrilling to people's reaction to her, and I'm really excited, and I think her part's great.
Yeah. We're going to go to audience questions soon, so people start lining up. But just one more question about, is there anything else you can tell us about Hotel? Anything, any morsel of goodness? Or, you know, we know that Angela and Sarah are bad girls. Is there any, and Kathy's running the hotel. Is Gaga like, is she like the concierge?
No. I know.
No, I mean, you know, the fun thing about the show is that I always want to write the opposite of the season before, and somebody said, you know that Paulson is the only one who always lives. I'm like, well, we got to change that right away. in an interesting way. But it's a really fun thing to do, and these actors are of such a great caliber that you can give them anything and they can do it. And I think that they're challenged because I go to them and say, I want you to do the opposite. So actually everybody on this side of the table are bad boys and girls this year, which is fun.
Oh, wow.
It's, I guess you can say your character names. That would be great. Starting with Angela, if you want to. You can say it. Or anybody. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm Donovan.
Donovan.
Ramona.
Mr. March.
I'm playing hypodermic Sally.
Hypodermic Sally?
Indeed.
Kathy, who are you playing?
I'm playing Iris.
Iris.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, that's wonderful. I love that. Well, thank you all so much. All right, let's go to some questions from fans.
Oh yeah, look at that lone person.
I know, she's alone in the darkness.
No pressure.
Hi, my question's for Matt. What was it about the script for American Horror Story that made you want to be a part of the project?
It was really about getting to collaborate with Ryan. I think this is the 5th time we'd worked together, and I was a huge fan of the show, like I mentioned earlier. And there's something about his writing that just frees me up as an actor in a way that I haven't really experienced on any other jobs. And I just love collaborating with him, so it was easy.
All right, go ahead.
Hi, Evan.
Hello.
Okay, this question's for the whole panel. What is you guys' favorite scary movie?
What are your favorite scary movies?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Rosemary's Baby. Old school.
The Shining.
Oh, The Shining. Yeah, The Shining was good. The Shining, yeah.
I would say Texas Chainsaw.
No way. Too scary for me.
Jamie.
You know, honestly, I don't like the genre that much. Sorry. Don't hate me. But you know what? I'm going to throw something out. I'm going to say Psycho.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I'm going to throw it out to my sweet mama.
Yeah.
I have 2, Halloween.
Aw.
3. Halloween, Misery.
Oh, yeah.
And Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, there's so many. I really love horror movies. I
Look at Kathy's glasses. Kathy's got her glasses.
Horror's been very, very good to me.
Yeah.
I was going to say Psycho, but recently, The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm going to go with The Exorcist.
Oh, that would have been good. I would have done that one.
Yeah.
Scary.
I like Jacob's Ladder.
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
I have 2, Jaws
Yeah.
and Repulsion. The cat.
Yes, that's
Oh,
it.
Repulsion's so scary.
I don't like any of them. But I'll go back to college. One you probably haven't seen. JD's Revenge.
Oh.
JD's Revenge. I like it.
I know, I love the name of that.
I have one thing to add to it.
Oh, yes.
When I was 15 years old, my parents screened The Exorcist at their house for my 15th birthday. And that movie freaked me out so badly that my first car, my personalized license plate on my 1972 Mercury Capri was Demi. Because there's the scene where his mother comes back and goes,
why did you do this to me?
Why did you do this to me, Demi?
Why?
And it freaked me out so badly that my friends taunted me for the rest of my life and called me Demi, which was my license plate on my 72 Capri. Just FYI. No one has ever known that.
Oh, wow. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, hi, I'm Maddie. And I'm Nikki. And we love you guys a lot. And our question is, so during the 7 Wonders in American Horror Story, the characters have to go through their worst nightmare and solve it. So what would your nightmare be and how would you solve it?
Wow. Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Supreme.
Oh,
Yeah, go
yes.
Supreme.
Go, Supreme, go.
What would my worst nightmare be and how would I solve it? I'd have to talk to the shrink about that first, I think. I don't have an answer. I'm sorry I'm so lame. I've got no supreme-like powers unless Ryan Murphy writes the words for me.
Emma, Madison?
Oh, I don't know how I would solve it. Anything to do with being claustrophobic, though, I would, that's no good for me.
Was that terrible then when Maggie was killed last season? Did you get freak out being in that box?
I was like, wait, how did she get killed again? Actually, I did freak out in that box. I didn't like being restricted, and I definitely panicked in that box a couple times. Yeah, no thank you. Always panic in boxes.
Go ahead, next question.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, to make all my friends at home jealous, hi, Evan.
Hey.
And then, so my question's for Sarah. In all the seasons, you've played the badass female role. Which was your favorite to play?
Oh, Kathy could probably answer this for me. Lana Winters was the greatest. Thank you.
All right, next question. Go ahead.
Ryan.
Yep.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
I've adored you since Nip Tuck, so thank you very much for that. So I just wanted to ask everyone on the table, what is your favorite American Horror Story season, including Hotel? I don't know how much you really know about that. But.
The first season of American Horror Stories was my favorite.
Amen.
Me too. I mean, I'd say Freak Show. I guess I'm a little biased, but it's a pretty beautiful season. It's awesome. I love Freak Show.
Coven. I loved Coven.
Hotel. I'm excited for Hotel.
I think Hotel's going to be very good. It's very sexy and dark.
Very sexual.
You babies, fasten them all.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's dark.
It's very going to be very good.
Yeah.
Shut up, Evan.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very, very good. Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. It's
gonna be sick.
It's gonna be so fucking cool, man.
The best one yet, probably.
Fuck, I love Hotel rocks, man.
Hotel's gonna be
Hotel's
sick,
fucking
bro.
great. Yeah.
It's true.
Totally true.
It's true.
It's totally true.
Hotel's gonna be the best.
Hotel's gonna be the best one ever.
It's written
Yeah,
the
it's
best,
so
you know?
fucking great.
It's gonna be sweet.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys.
Go ahead.
That's like a beautiful little Saturday Night Live skit.
Hi. Hi. My friend Lala just wanted me to tell you that she loves you, Leah Michelle.
Oh, thank you.
Have y'all ever had to film a scene that was like terrifying to actually shoot?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That electric shock therapy that I had in season 2 was really scary because I was trying to find footage on the internet of what it really would have been like and what the body really did. So but I couldn't really find any of that, and I ended up watching Jack Nicholson in Cuckoo's Nest and
Nice.
tried to steal as much of that as I possibly could. But that was really scary. It was scary.
Yeah, the scene where I had the eyes like that with the apparatus, I was really crying.
Oh, yeah.
That was sad.
Really sad.
It was sad. It was really sad.
Totally sad. Really fucking
It was
sad.
scary and
Scary,
sad.
scary, sad.
It was cool.
Totally cool.
It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, go ahead, next question.
Hi, I'm Cassie, and my question is for Leah. If Hester is a killer, what do you think her motive would be? And when are you getting Snapchat?
Oh my God. September for Snapchat, September 22nd. Hester's motive? I mean, I don't know. I think someone else said it earlier. It's like, I only know what Ryan writes for me. I've been just saying his words for 7 years now. But I also think she's probably just
insane.
Totally crazy and
Literally insane.
very jealous of Chanel. And but you know, you don't really know what you're doing. It's like we're all just guessing. So you have to do each scene kind of like I'm not the killer, but also in the back of your mind, like I might be. So that's been, you know, fun. Maybe the neck brace is her motive too, though. She's like, get this thing off me.
Go ahead, next question.
Hey guys, sorry, my heart is like literally pounding right now. I just want to say thank you for everybody who's here right now. You guys are amazing talents. My question is, Who's your guys' favorite superhero since we're here at Comic-Con?
Quicksilver.
Sweet. Yeah! Quicksilver! Fuck you, man.
Me, man.
Iron Man.
Hey.
Nightwing.
I like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
Hey, Matt, who is the Armenian guy that did that incredible dance?
Joe Manganiello.
Okay. Yeah, that's my superhero.
Joe's probably my favorite, too.
I just want to hire him when I'm dying to come and do that dance.
We all do, Kathy.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That Armenian guy who dances.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, my
Go
Bon voyage.
Good, next question.
Hi, my name's Brooke, and Evan, my friends Jello, Moniz, and me, Brooke, love you. And Ryan, we were wondering, what's
Wait, did you say your friend's name is Jello? I love that.
Love. Excellent.
Ryan, my friends and I were wondering, what's the significance of Pepper's character being in 2 seasons?
Wow.
Wow. Shit got real. Well, I mean, I've said it before, and it's something that, we have a long-term plan with this show, and, things are connected. So characters are connected to different seasons, and she obviously is the first. This season, you'll see more and more and more of that. Characters from previous seasons will come back and check into the hotel. So it's part of a connected universe with, I think, a pretty cool thesis statement at the very end of the run.
All right, next question.
All right. Hey, guys, my name's Micah, and first off, just want to say I love the premiere of Scream Queens last night. I thought it was amazing.
Thank you.
But my question is for anyone, do you guys ever find yourselves incidentally still being in character Offset?
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, shut up.
Just kidding. Yeah,
Totally kidding.
Yeah, right.
She's always Lana in the trailer. Good morning. Sorry, I'm taking up all your time. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. We have time for one more question.
Oh, hi. I just wanted to ask, what's your advice for somebody who is aspiring to be an actor, especially in the horror genre?
Okay, I'm gonna field that one. I have been acting for 12 years, and I would say the last 5 of them, I have been knocking on every door trying to audition for a Ryan Murphy piece, and I always got close, I got close, and I got closer. And I eventually said one day, I don't know if I can do it anymore. I wanna work with this man so badly. He's totally my icon. And someone said, when the right time comes, and I think Ryan's feedback indirectly a few years ago said, she's close, but when the time is right, she'll be there. And Freak Show was a glimpse into that world, and now he's given me the best gift of all, which is Scream Queens.
Yeah.
So stick with it, and believe me, it will happen.
God is good. Always. Oh.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for the panel, but everyone watch Scream Queens this fall on Fox, September 22nd, and American Horror Story Hotel on FX in October. Thank you all for coming.